Obito Uchiha. A once hopeful boy turned into one of the most tragic and complex characters in Naruto. His story isn't just about power or revenge, it's a deep dive into philosophy. Today, we'll explore the mind of Obito Uchiha and the painful philosophy that shaped him. Obito began as a kind-hearted boy who wanted to be Hokage and protect his friends. But everything changed when he witnessed Rin's death. That single moment shattered him. He was no longer the bright, optimistic shinobi. His philosophy transformed into something darker: nihilism. He believed that the world was broken, full of suffering, and nothing could fix it. To him, life lost its meaning. It was just pain, loss, and war, a never-ending cycle of hatred. But rather than face the reality of suffering, Obito sought to escape it entirely. His plan? To trap the world in the infinite Tsukuyomi, a dream where everyone could live in peace, a perfect illusion. But this wasn't just about saving the world. It was about saving himself. He couldn't deal with the reality of his loss, so he chose to rewrite it. But what kind of peace is that if it means giving up your freedom, your will? To Obito, it didn't matter. In his mind, a false peace was better than real pain. Obito believed that hatred would always exist in the world. No matter what, humans would always hurt each other. He saw it as inevitable. So, his solution? Erase the problem at its core: human nature itself. But in doing so, he lost something valuable: his own identity. Obito became so consumed by grief, he abandoned his identity. He took on the name of another Madara Uchiha. It was his way of coping. If he couldn't be the hopeful Obito anymore, then why be himself at all? It was easier to become someone else, someone driven by power and control. But in doing so, he became a puppet of his own despair. But Obito's story doesn't end in darkness. In his final moments, he begins to see the truth again, thanks to Naruto. He realizes that hope, bonds, and love are not weaknesses. That despite the suffering, people can change, and the real world, the painful, flawed world, is still worth fighting for. Obito's redemption shows that even those who have fallen the furthest can come back. It's a reminder that no matter how deep the pain goes, there is always a way to return to the light. So what can we learn from Obito Uchiha? His philosophy shows us the dangers of despair, the consequences of rejecting reality, and the power of hope in even the darkest times. Obito's journey reminds us that no matter how broken the world seems, it's our connections and will to change that truly matter.